since precision cutting is important to the whole process of making a nice pendant, I thought I'd kind of show you what we use here in the studio to cut the pendants out of the quarter sheets. And I thought I'd familiarize you with what we use, and that way maybe you can kind of adapt some of this to your own studio as well. What we've got down here, it's called a DK rail system, and we've got it attached to a Morton system as well. And the way I do it is I use these in conjunction with one another, and I put a line on the table so I know where to line up my glass. Now, for instance, when I'm cutting these pieces out, I'll put on my loops, and I'll get down here and I'll look and I'll line the lines up exactly on there, and then I can score it with this, and I know right where it's going to go, and the cutter stays perfectly at a 90-degree angle to the glass. And this is the way that we do a lot of precision cutting. Now, we score all those and break them. Let me show you on one of these sun moon pieces. There's actually little dots. You can't probably see them, but you line those little dots up on the line, and you can cut it right there like that. Now, one of the things that I like to do is to take one of these pieces, and once I start on a dot and I got it going exactly through the middle, I'll cut that, then I'll break it off, and then I'll do another one, and that dot should just line up exactly. And I'll just go through and I'll do the whole thing that way. Now, when I've got this already set up, that's when I'll go in and I'll cut my back pieces to match. Because if you don't move this jig at all, they're going to be exactly the same. And that way, these pieces line up exactly. You can run your finger across there and you don't feel any difference in the width between those pieces. So that's how you get everything to match exactly. Same thing when you're cutting the length of them. You'll cut them like this. You'll go through, you'll line that dot up exactly. You'll start cutting all these. Then you'll go through with your background pieces and you'll cut all those while you got your jig set up. That way the bottom pieces match up exactly. You don't feel any difference here. You don't feel any difference here. They're exactly the same size. So that's how we do it in our studio.